Okay, so today what we are going to do is how to do samatha, because now we have come to samatha. So we finished all of this. Before we come to samatha, we need to look at saddha, hiri, ottappa, bahusutta, virya, sati, and panya. These are the 7 qualities what we all should have. Okay, in MN53, I have not removed MN53 for now. It is the same thing. So if you want to see, you can go back and refer. So if you are not having 10 immoral deeds, especially michhaditti, and you have made it a samadhitti, then you will start to gain saddha or faith in Buddha. Then you don't have to recite iti piso bhagava arham, it will automatically happen. For the very first time in your life, you will get to see what is Buddha. Not the figure of Buddha, not the image of Buddha, whether it is in this monastery or that monastery or wherever it is, including Bodh Gaya. Okay, that's got nothing to do with it. No Buddhist circuit, no this circuit, that circuit, no running around anywhere. When you really stop running around, you have understood what is Buddha. What is running around? Running around monasteries is what running around is. So the day you stop, that means you have saddha. Until then, you are not a follower of Buddha. You might imagine to be a follower, which is okay, but you are not, because you have something missing, either in Indriya Samvara, that is guarding the sense doors, because you're doing nimitta. So it doesn't work. It's you have to do animitta, and you should not describe. So either I have misunderstood the Dhamma of the Buddha by focusing externally rather than internally. It's about internal purification, chitta, parisodeti, purifying the chitta, not purifying that object. Let's say I go to some monastery. Is there a Buddha there? And the answer is no. Simple. It's just a building. Is there a building? No. It is said to be a building. It's said to be a Buddha statue. It's said to be a monastery. It's said to be. It's not true. Okay. So if we miss Indriya Samvara, then you can't have Jagari Anuyoga. It's not possible. Your mind is always in dreamy state. When I say dreamy state, it means that you are awake as person sitting here, but you are still not able to let go of misconceptions that something exists outside. Okay, so you need to see, just by doing sila, it's not going to work out. Some people might think that, if I establish sila and that's it. No, that is not sufficient, because you have to do the other 3 things. What happens if I die with sila? Very good. You'll be reborn as a human. And before death, you'll become a sotapanna. That's also there in the sutta. So you don't have to worry. If your objective is sotapanna, you don't have to do any one of this, what I'm telling you now. Because that's sufficient. Whatever you're doing now, running around the monasteries, running around the bhantes, running around for whatever you're doing, running around, beautiful. Go ahead. There's nothing wrong in that. But you need to know there's much more to do, and hence Buddha says, appamadena sampadeta. Don't be heedless. Be heedful. What you're seeing is an illusion. It's a magical illusion. Consciousness is called as an illusion maker. So just an illusion. You think, by doing this much, I'm done. Or by sitting closed eyes, I'm done. No, it's good. I'm not saying it's not, but that's just a temporary thing. Just like in the Rathavinita Sutta, he says, there's a question between Sariputta and another venerable. And then he says, is it for Sila Visuddhi? And he says, no. Is it for Chitta Visuddhi? No. Is it for Kankhana Visuddhi? That is doubt. No. Including Magga, Amagga, Jnana Visuddhi. He says, no. Jnana Visuddhi? No. This is strange. And he says, yes. It's not, you're not following Buddha for that. If the intention is to do Visuddhi, you're not. It's Parisodeti. It's not just Visuddhi. So there's a difference between Parisodeti and Visuddhi. Visuddhi is cleaning. Parisodeti is removing. So basically, you are removing defilements. So by associating with something, you are in defilement. Instead of that defilement, you are having another defilement. That's okay, but still defilement is a defilement. So after Sila is Indriya Sambara. After Indriya Sambara, it is Bhojane Matyanutta. After Bhojane Matyanutta is Jagari Yoga. Hope you have understood this. You can't do Jagari Yoga without the previous one, which is Bhojane Matyanutta. You can't do Bhojane Matyanutta without Indriya Sambara. And you can't do Indriya Sambara without Sila. So they are linked. So you need to establish, or rather, you need to meet the conditions. This is the condition for liberation. So you can't skip the step saying that I will take a cushion and now sit for 1 hour by putting a timer without these conditions being met. It's not going to work. No matter how much you try, which all traditions you want to try, you can try, you will be running around. Until you finish running around, you can't get Saddha. Not possible. It is Buddha Dhamma is establishment. You're established. Established in bhavana, development. If you're established in sitting, it's not Dhamma. If you're established in standing, it's not Dhamma. It's established in walking, it's not Dhamma. Not at all. It's basically my foolishness, which is okay. Nobody can stop me from being foolish. But if I really say I want to follow the Buddha, then I need to know step by step. It's step by step manual. It's not, I'll do whatever I please. Now, what I'm supposed to do now is to see whether Indriya Samvara, Bhojane Matyanutta, Jagari Yoga has happened. Then what do I get? I get the Charana Dhamma. That's all, which Buddha has. So when I say, Iti piso Bhagava, now I know for sure I can become Arham. Because I have the same nature. But I'm not a Samma Buddha because I'm learning from him. Now I can get the Viccha, the 6 Vicchas, Dibba Sota, Dibba Chakku, these 2. Then Parachitta Vijanana Jnana, knowing other people's mind. Chuti Papata Jnana, where the beings are dead, or rather when they leave their body and where they are destined. Chuti Papata Jnana. Pubbe Nivasati Jnana, knowing the past lives. You can also do it, and anybody else also can do it when you are on the Dhamma. Okay, you need to provide the condition, and the providing of that condition, you will come to know when you are in Indriya Samvara. And when you are in Jagariyana Yoga, you know you are providing the right condition. Okay, so you know. So there's nothing to guess. And after that is Asava Kaya Jnana. So you will yourself come to know the asavas, the kamasava, bhavasava, ditti asava, avijja asava is gone. You will yourself come to know. So if you get Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappo will follow. If Samma Sankappo will follow, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanto, Samma Ajivo will follow because you're already doing Sila. So it's already done. Now you're doing Samma Vayamo, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. So the Vayamo, you are removing the Akusala. So you're establishing Kusala, which you are exactly doing that. So the only thing is Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. So what we are trying to do now, from now onwards, as practice, is to get into Samadhi. And Samadhi has three aspects, as indicated in Kaccānagotta Sutta, MN6. That's what we have been following. Even while I was in Australia, that's what I was telling. And now also we are following the same thing, no change in that. First thing is Samatha. That's what we are going to do now. After a few days, we'll come into Jhana. And after that, we'll do Vipassana. These three represents three, you can call it as a tripod for Samadhi. You are not in Samadhi if one of them is missing. If you're not in Samatha, Vipassana is not possible. It's impossible. And where is the proof for that? There's one sutta which explains that between Sariputta and Buddha, which we will take it when we reach to Samadhi stage. Why Vipassana is not possible without Samatha. And to whom it is possible, to whom it is not possible. Okay. So we will not worry about it now because we not even started Samatha. So Samatha prerequisites is Sila, Indriya Samvara, Bhojanya Matyanutta, Jagariya Anuyoga. Then you get Saddha. Then you have Hiri. Then you have Ottappa, because you don't want to lose this Samatha, tranquility. You don't want to lose it. So Hiri and Ottappa becomes pretty strong. So you will not have desire to do wrong things. Then you become Bahusutta. Bahusutta means properly heard the Dhamma from a right practitioner. What's the difference between a right practitioner and a wrong practitioner? Right practitioner follows the steps indicated by the Buddha. A wrong practitioner is one who skips the steps but thinks he can reach it. Meaning he'll take a portion of it and tries to feel that's all what it is. No. Meaning it's an 18-hour exercise considering 6 hours of sleep. If you're taking 4 hours of sleep, it becomes 20-hour exercise. That's a right practice. It's not 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, or something in between. There's nothing like that. It's bhavana, development. So the right practice and the wrong practice is, the right practice is following the steps of the Buddha. Wrong practice is taking something from the Buddha and saying that, oh, this is sufficient. No, that's completely wrong. It's baseless. Why? Because you should be able to produce it back, reproduce it back, and verify whether that's what it is. So if I'm calling myself Sekha, Trini, I should follow exactly what is indicated there. No steps missing. No chance of saying that, I don't agree with this. No, there's nothing to agree or disagree. It's what it is. And then I can say there is nothing to be added, there's nothing to be removed, because that's exactly what is there in that. If I use this term knowing a little bit of something and say there's nothing to be added and nothing to be removed, it doesn't give what should be given. So these 4 plus the next 4, that is Saddha, Hiri, Ottappa, Bahusutta. 4 plus 4, 8. On this, now your building starts. What do you want to build? Virya, energy to cut out all the dirt what you have, including asavas. So first asava you need to remove is ditti asava to become asotapanna. So the first thing you need to stop is sila vitta paramasa. That's the first thing, primary thing. Because you have removed visikiccha, you know that you have done indriya samvara, then this and this and this, you have saddha. So there's no need, there's nothing called as visikiccha, skeptical doubt, because now you don't have any doubt. Another thing, doubt will come when you don't have clarity. If you go through MN53, you will get clarity. You don't require a teacher, a human being as a teacher. All that you require is the sutta, because the Dhamma is in the sutta, not in a personal interpretation. If you are finding somebody interpreting it, you have to be skeptic, because that person might know or might not know or have not done as per that. If you are sure that he has followed it, you should challenge him or her and say, tell me, how did you do this? How do you do Indriya Samvara? As an example, how do you do Bhojane Matyanutta? I don't know. You tell me how it is done. And the next one, and the next one. If he brings in tradition, just say thank you, because it's there in Kalama Sutta. No, don't take it. It's for your own good, I'm saying. But if you want to follow some tradition, please go ahead and do it. You will be running around. And the moment you do running around, you are not doing what Buddha says. Running around means what? You're going through so many things and going around and round and round and round, which is samsara, basically. You are not doing nissarana, you are doing samsarana. So you need to see which side of the coin are you talking about. Nissarana means ending of circling. Samsarana means going in circle. So if you require many retreats, you're going in circles. If you don't require retreats, meaning you're done it. You got it. So then once you get it, you don't go there. Right? So when you're healthy, you don't go to hospital. Unless you are unhealthy, you keep on going to hospital. Maybe you will try to change doctors because you don't know. So like that. So the next one is very important, is sati. Sati requires samatha. You need to be established completely, unshaken. Okay, uninjured. Injure means shaking. Uninjure means unshaking. No shaking. The chitta, mind, is not shaken. Now, if that is true, how we are going to practice is in Anguttara Nikāya 3.102. That's our practice. And that is Nimitta Sutta. There should be 3 nimittas which you should get when you practice. Now we are going to start with the samatha practice, but I'm telling you what is samatha and what is samatha practice. And then from tomorrow onwards, or even from today, we get time, we start. We're not going to talk anything. We're just going to sit and do what we're supposed to do, and you need to continue for the whole day. The next day, it will be a discussion on how did you do it. There's no longer any suttas till we reach this portion completely, and then we are going to jhanas, and then only I will talk about how to establish jhana. And then we will get into vipassana. That will complete samadhi section. So sila, samadhi, and panya. Okay. Now sati, we are now in sati. Sati means recollectedness. That is what Bahu Sutta talks about. If in the same Sekka Sutta, he says what is sati is there. He remembers what has been taught. That is, he will not forget about removing 10 immoral deeds, or if he has taken 5 precepts, he will not break the 5 precepts. Taken 8 precepts, he will not break the 8 precepts. But then when he comes to the Sammavayamo, he removes the 10 immoral deeds. Irrespective of whether he is following 5 or 8, it doesn't matter. You have to remove all the 10 immoral deeds. Okay? So he'll not forget. Non-forgetfulness, remembrance is what sati is. You need to remember what should be done, what should not be done. You will remember to stop the senses from going outwards. And that's the basic reason why the traditions talk about closing the eyes. But it's fine. But then you have to do it in all the postures, not only sitting posture and closing eyes. Anyway, that you need to remember. Then when the food is given, you need to remember for what the food is given. So that neva davayana madaya, etc. Then come to the Jagarayana yoga, it is vigilance. From morning till early evening, Pathama, Yama, you are for Divasa, not Pathama Yama, Divasa, morning. You're doing sitting, standing, walking, standing, sitting, walking, standing, sitting, walking, standing, sitting. But please remember, if you're sitting for 1 hour, you need to stand for 1 hour. So it's up to you, equal amount. So if you sit for 1, you should stand for 1, you should walk for 1, and then again sit for 1, and again stand for 1, and again sit for 1, like that, till it completes 18 hours. Or as per that sutta, you then have to extend it. You have to make it as 2 hours of walking, 2 hours of sitting, 2 hours of walking, 2 hours of sitting, something like that. Now you might ask, I'm working. Yeah, you work. Who stops you? What do you work? Ensure the sila is not broken. Ensure the indriya samvara is there. Ensure that you eat in moderation. And ensure that you're in vigilant. That's all. You don't have to close your eyes and sit. It's about watching breath. And the breath watching is normal, meaning you don't have to put effort. You have to put effort for these 4, not for breath watching. At present, we are putting effort for breath watching than these. So it doesn't happen. Okay, we are doing it another way around, but that will not work. So you have to do this fast. Then, what is samatha? Now you are in sati. What is samatha? Buddha says 3 things you need to bring in, just like a gold has to be purified before it becomes shining. First thing, I'll read out from the Sutta AN 3.102 so that you understand the nimittas, what you should see. Sache bhikkhave adi chitta manyutto bhikkhave bhikkhu ekantam samadhi nimittam yeva manasi kareya thanam tam chittam kosajja sanvatteya. That means I, as a practitioner, now ekantam, I sit in a place and I look at samadhi. And what is samadhi? Samadhi means regulating using the breath. So then if I do keep on doing that, it turns into sleepy. Kosajja means sleepiness, drowsiness. So he says, Adichitta manyuttena bhikkave bhikkhuna tini nimittani kalena kalam manasi katabbani. That means every now and then the practitioner has to check how is the state. So let's say, take an example. I'm sitting for 1 hour. I put a timer, as we do usual. Okay. And now the mind is restless because the timer creates restlessness. I need to meet the time. So because there is a time, it creates anxiety. So when I close my eyes, it's about meeting the time, which is restlessness. So there's no samadhi. So he says here that Sache bhikkhave adichitta manyutto bhikkhu ekantam pagha nimittam yeva manasi kareya thanam tam chittam udachchaya samvattati. The moment I put a time, It creates udacha, restlessness. So when I sit, even with closed eyes, my mind is tuned towards when that 1 hour is going to go. So that creates effort. Pagha means effort, and that effort creates restlessness. What if I don't put time? Very good, but that creates sleepiness. Oh my goodness, how should I do this? On one side, you're saying not to put the time, and another side, you're saying put the time. If I do this, this will happen. And the third one is even more worse. I will not do anything. That will not remove asava at all. Okay. Now you need to balance between the breath watching and creating samadhi out of it. Number one. Number two, setting a timer. Number three, not doing anything at all. So I'm just using this analogy because we are used to that. So let's do whatever we used to it. And then we'll see what Buddha recommends us. Okay. Using whatever we are doing, however we are learned in whichever tradition, whichever system we have learned it, doesn't matter. So now I sit. I'll keep my body straight. Great. And as said by whoever, my teacher, I will watch here in the nostril area. It's effort. Okay. First, you need to remember it is pagha. It's effort. It should have been effortless, not effort. To begin with, effort. Then it should become effortless. Else, it turns into udacha. What does that mean? It means that I cannot sit. It's not that I'm going to stand and it's going to work. No, then also it will not work. It's not that if I walk, it will work. It will not work because already restlessness has been created. So don't create nimitta because you are breaching the indriya samvara. Don't create any symbolization, no matter whoever says what. If you want to grow in Dhamma, don't conceptualize. If you sit somewhere, it's conventional way of saying that let's sit for an hour. It's convention. It's just an agreement. It's not real. So even though you set time of 1 hour, don't consider it. Kammañña, don't consider it. There is no guarantee you will sit for an hour. There is no guarantee you will not sit more than an hour. There is no guarantee. There is no certainty. It's uncertain. It's totally uncertain. So don't create nimitta. And then you need to have these three nimittas which will automatically come. You will know you're in samadhi. So you get samadhi nimitta. You know you have pagha nimitta. Then you get upekha nimitta will come. In place of those nimittas. So somebody says to me that, Vilas, please, let's sit for an hour meditation. Meditation is a wrong word. I'm not going to tell him, please don't use meditation because he's used to it. But for me, it is bhavana. I'm a follower of Buddha. I'm not a Christian to do meditation. Absolutely not. But I'm not going to tell that to him because that's a convention. Okay? Vilas, let's go to the Dhamma hall for meditation. Fair. What's my problem? No agitation within because it is convention. There is no Dhamma hall and there is no 1 hour. also. There's nothing like 1 hour. There's nothing called Dhamma hall. Clear. Just convention. Okay, follow the convention. Who stops you? Is what Vilas has to do. Then sit. They say sit and meditate. Okay. Don't sit and don't meditate. What does that mean? You're sitting. No symbolization. It's a posture. You're not sitting. It's just a posture. Just take it as a posture. But what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to see the mind. Now close eyes. Okay, let's close eyes. But you're not supposed to close eyes. No, nothing like that. Close eyes. Fine. But don't close eyes completely. Then it goes to sleep. Don't tell that person that you're not going to close your eyes completely. Close 75% of your eyes or lower your gaze, just like what Sariputta says, and sit. And do what? So satova asasati, satova passasati. That's all. Bring in the awareness or remember that you're breathing through the nostril. Don't tell that person anything. Don't argue. Don't do anything. It's convention. It's not your problem. It's just convention. Then when you sit, what I should do, sir? Now you come to the point. You look at the other nimittas which are coming. Drop them. What nimitta? There's some dream coming. Open your eyes. Lower your gaze and sit. Should I watch the body sensation? No. You are only in so satova asasati, satova passasati. That's all. For that whole 1 hour or whatever they say, you're just on that. Now you get 3 nimittas. The first nimitta is restlessness. Udacha nimitta. In place of paggaha. What I should do? Reduce the effort. How? What's the stomach going up and down? No, but I was asked to wash the nostril. Fair. That's a general thing. Any general thing need not apply to everyone. It's general instruction. It is conventional. What is conventional is conventional. It is not ultimate truth. It's just convention. Just do what works for you. Otherwise, it will create visikiccha. Now you have to remove that. So then I have to follow 5-fold process. Yes. The first process. Has kammañña arise? Has vyapada arose? Has thinamida come? Like that. Now let us play this. I have gone along with somebody here to some retreat. They dragged me saying that, Vilas, you need to come. I didn't want it to go. That means I have what? Udacha. I have vyapada. Both are there. Vyapada for what? Vyapada for that retreat. I don't want to go. But looking at my friend, I'm going. So I've already carried vyapada. I don't like. But who asked me to do the nimitta of it? It doesn't matter whether I'm sitting here or sitting there. It means the same thing. I didn't think about it like that. So I gave a value saying that this is of a higher value, the place I'm sitting, and that place is a lower value. So that removed samatha. It made me non-tranquil. Right? So what I should do? My friend comes and he says, Vilas, why don't we go for a 10-day retreat in so and so place? At least do for my sake. What should I do? He's my friend. He's calling. Should I go or not go? This is a decision making, right? If I don't want to go, I can just flatly refuse, saying that, yeah, I don't want to go. And that's it. But I have to check whether I'm saying out of Vyapada or I'm doing out of Upekha. It's fair. I'm not going is fair. But if I don't like that, in mind, I'm not doing it because I don't like it. I don't like their way of doing it, or I don't like whoever is that teacher, or whatever it is, I don't like it. That's Vyapada. So it's Vyapada has got created because of Nimitta. So I need to remove that Nimitta because my Indriya Samvara is not there. So I should now practice Indriya Samvara in order to get Samatha. So when I watch the breath, I sit and watching the breath. Main aim is to remove Vyapada. Okay, this is one idea, one thing. Second, I like it. I want to go for the retreat. It's Kamachanda. Why? How it is Kamachanda? It's good. No. I'm expecting when I go there, something is going to happen, which is Kamachanda. So I'm carrying Kamachanda. So I should have done Pajahati, remove it. But instead, I gave fuel to it. I started following it up with my friend. When shall we go? Have you booked it? When shall we go? Have you booked it? That means I'm bringing restlessness, Udacha, along with Kamachanda. Will it work? No. Just like with Vyapada with Udacha, it will not work. Same thing with Kamachanda and Udacha, it will not work. Because both are the same. One, I'm disliking it. Another one, I'm liking it. They both are the same. So should I not go to retreat at all? Sir, there is nothing called retreat. You are supposed to be doing it 18 hours. What do you mean, Shara? Go to retreat. There's nothing like that. Okay. Because it's a complete process. It's a complete thing. Till you go to deep sleep, you're supposed to be doing that. Okay. I didn't know it. Now I come to Samatha. Automatically the breath will start to take shape. How will you come to know? If I lower my eyes now, like I'm watching this, I don't have to stare. I can let the eyelids go up and down, but I can watch. Should I keep 1 hour? You can keep 1 hour time there, but don't put the time inside your head or inside your mind. It creates udacha. Just watch the breath. If something comes in between, remove that. Like even with open eyes, I can get into dream state. Take some few deep breaths because slowly what is coming? Samadhi nimitta, which is coming, but kosajja has taken over. Drowsiness. So the dream will come, or the mind will go and latch on to some thoughts. No. Even with open eyes, it can go. Then what should I do? Just like a sutta, which is Pachala Yamana Sutta, that is in Anguttara Nikāya 7.61. This is where Moggallana faces the challenge of drowsiness. And Buddha keeps on giving him instruction one after the other, including walking. You should do that. But I've thought about sitting for 1 hour. Doesn't matter. So that means I should not have adhitthana for 1 hour of sitting. Feeling drowsy? Get up. Simple. But I've been told to sit for 1 hour. Take the sutta, understand it, do what is required. So can I get up instantaneously, look at the sutta, and do what is required? But others are sitting, can I disturb them? Take the sutta, do what is required. But what if they get disturbed? Take the sutta, do what is required. No, but I will just sit there and see whether the time is over. Take the sutta and do what is required. Simple. Why? Because you're already in udacha. It is not going to work. The moment restlessness takes over, it will not work. Because we are making it restful. Samatha is restful. It's already restless. So it doesn't work. I can, for the sake of others, sit there. And that's it. And there is no other. It's you. It's your mind. Not others and others' mind. So stop living for others and start living for yourself. And see what cleanliness you need to bring in the chitta. So if you have kamachanda, fivefold process. Vyapada, fivefold process. Thinamida, fivefold process. What are these fivefold process? First, acknowledge that it is there. And half of the time, I don't want to acknowledge. I will say I don't have, so I'll sit. Head is nodding, but still, I think it's it. No, not at all. Then I had to question myself, when did Buddha use closing eyes? Ah, good. I don't have to close eyes. Now that doesn't mean it'll only come for 15-20 minutes. After that, again, the eyes will get closed. You have to remove that habit. So walk. Or you can't walk, you want to disturb others, stand. Just stand. Then the samatha happens. Then you can continue. So it's all about removing hindrances. Initially, it's tough because you have to keep on removing hindrances. They keep on coming, you have to keep on cleaning. They keep on coming, you have to keep on cleaning till all the hindrances are removed. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is to get saddha. Otherwise, Visikicha will not go. So I have to ask myself, am I going in circles with retreats? Yes or no? Yes. Stop. Stop and do what? Review. What do you mean? And do what? Review. Why do you feel the urge of doing that? So then I see I have kamachanda, I have got vyapada, I have got thinamida, I have got udacha kukucha, and I have doubt on the Buddha Dhamma itself. And hence I'm following something as a retreat and going there because I only require that much. No, not at all. So I need to know the entire thing. Okay. Otherwise, the drowsiness will not go. Otherwise, the restlessness will not go. Like that. So Buddha talks about three things. One is the drowsiness, kosajja. Second one is udacca. Third one is you want to do upekha. Even you're indifferent, then it doesn't remove asava. Like an example, when I went to a retreat in 23, if I am indifferent, that assistant teacher, whatever he wants, and I will just sit there, it's indifference. So asava will not go. In fact, I'm adding asavas. Okay, because vyapada and kamachanda goes together. So I have as much vyapada as kamachanda. So it's not going to help. And I was an anagami by then. If I was really an anagami by then, I shouldn't have these polarities at all. So definitely it shows that I'm not an anagami. I have not even have a A of anagami. Forget about that anagami. So when I went there, removed the symbol. That's it. Done. That's all I'm supposed to do as a true Buddha follower. Have indriya gochara and look at where the indriyas are going and then create a samvara there. So I have to do sampajanya. Is it? What's the purpose of going there? What's your purpose? My purpose is to satisfy what an assistant teacher has asked me to do. That's the purpose. Not because I want to go there. That's the sole purpose. Good. Second, is it suitable? Yes. If I have to take these online sessions where people are from that kind of traditions, they would ask this question, have you ever done this? And I would say no, and they will not have faith. So that teacher was right. So that's suitable. Gochara. Watch whether you like that person or you dislike the person. Whoever is teaching. Do you like him or don't you like him? Or are you equanimous, neither liking him nor disliking him in any way? In fact, you remove the sanya itself, the perception itself. Can you do that? And that's what I did. Day one, after 1 hour, out. And that's all. That's the end of the suffering. I'm sitting there, but I don't know. I know who the person is, but I'm neither liking it nor disliking it. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing the discourse every night. I've not skipped a single discourse. I remember each discourse, but no reaction. I'm just watching my mind. Am I getting attached to that person who is coming on the video? Yes, then it creates raga or dvesha because there is moha. Out. No moha. No raga and dvesha. So I don't care if day 1 ended or day 10 ended. I'm just getting what he is saying and then testing whether what he says I'm getting as an experience. Am I getting more in Buddha Dhamma or less in that? Yes, I'm getting more in Buddha Dhamma, less in here. Excellent. So Buddha wins. That's all I wanted. So it worked. So when I came back, should I have to go to another retreat? No. All that he said is done. All that he said is completed. And that's it. Nothing else to gain or lose. So there's no need. I need Buddha Dhamma. That's it. So I'm very straight on faith. Faith on Buddha, not anything lesser And there's nothing called higher than Buddha. Simple. So when I have Buddha, I know the Dhamma. When I have the Dhamma, I know the Sangha. So that's it. Over. So should I get scared? Am I a Sotapanna or not? I know it for myself because it's there. You've experienced it. You know it. Should you be afraid of calling yourself an Anagami? No, there is no need. And can you say that you have completed the journey? Yes, because there's no need. You have done it, and you know it, you've done it. And that's it. That's the end of suffering. And there ends the matter. So, samadhi will lead to that coloring, that gold color. Okay, for that, these two things has to come: upekha and paggaha. So these are three nimittas. Is part of samatha. So when I say samatha, it's these three: samadhi, paggaha, and upekha nimitta. And with upekha comes clarity. So if samadhi becomes too much, sleep takes over. If upekha becomes too much, ignorance takes over. If paggaha becomes too much, restlessness takes over. So I need to sit, don't close eyes, don't count the numbers, don't create any image or any symbol, and just sit as you were sitting before. Don't bring any special thing. As you were sitting, as you were standing, as you were walking, just observe the nimittas on one side, hindrances on the other side. You'll get hindrances, address the hindrances, nimitta automatically comes. And when the upekha nimitta comes, you see a bright light, huge one, and it doesn't go. When it doesn't go, you know your mind has reached pabhassara. Pabhassaram idam chittam. It's shining. Now you have a choice to make. You can bring the awareness to the past lives, and it starts to go back. That I have not done till now. Think I should now be investing time on doing that. Now it's fun. I've completed the journey. Think I can now start working on this as a part of doing this exercise of going by step instruction. I think I should be able to get there and get the vijjas. Except for asavakaya jnana, I don't have any other vijjas. So I need to now get into these other vijjas. Okay, hopefully I should be able to get it. If I get it, I'll share with you how did I do it. But right now, this is the step of samatha. Just samatha. Then we'll do jhanas, both the rupa and arupa jhanas. And you will know it for yourself, you're in jhana, irrespective of whatever you're doing. Okay. And then you can get into ninth jhana. That is sanya vedita nirodha. That's a beautiful state to be in, which is completion of equanimity. You're so equanimous, nothing is disturbing. And then you're ready for the final, which is arhat, which you can do it. Meaning you can end the journey in this life. Just follow the steps. Don't follow my step. Follow the step. There's no my step here. I did not create. It's there. I only knew how to do it. Okay. Now, final things. Should you not sit in meditation? Yes, you should. But don't sit in meditation mentally. Should you not put a timer? You should. But don't put the nimitta in the mind. Clear? Should you close your eyes? There is no need to close your eyes. If the eyes get closed by itself is fine. But you don't have to close your eyes. It's just like asking, should you close your ears? Makes no sense. Will you close your ears? No. So why are you bothered about eyes? It's indriya. You should, it's not about physical things you need to close. It's a mental state what you are in. So don't get physical. Look at the mental. What is coming as an input? From the object, what is coming into the subject? That you have to watch. And that creates raga, dvesha, moha. So that's all we need to do. Okay. So if you want to close eyes, please. If you want to sit on a cushion, please. But don't create nimittas. Nana Vyanjana Grahi Hoti. You start describing it. The cushion should be like this, it should be like that, it should be this and that. This kind of cushion and that kind of cushion, and this is soft and blah blah. All that will come. Then comes sitting posture. Should you sit erect? Should you sit in Padmasana? Should you blah 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 blah? All that is again nimittas and distractions. It's only distraction. Sit the way you're comfortable. If you want to sit, it's all the four postures, not only sitting. And then the Jagariyana Yoga is about walking and sitting. So don't forget. So you need to have Indriya Samvara to get into Jagariyana Yoga. So please ensure that there is no symbolization of anything. It's just conventional. Don't take it literally. No literal. If somebody says sit comfortably, comfortable is a subjective term. You might be comfortable, you might not be comfortable. Be comfortable, nobody can define what is comfortable, is subjective. Sitting for 1 hour is again subjective, subject to conditions. You might feel urinating, nothing you can do. You might feel like going to toilet, nothing that you can do. You might get body pains, nothing that you can do. So it's subjective. Everything what we talk in English or in any language, 99% of them are subjective measures. They are not objective. And no language is objective, it's subjective. So don't take it too literally. If you want to grow in Dhamma, treat a language just as a way of communication, not real. Why? Sota. You'll hear the sound of talking. It's subjective. That person who is speaking to you is subjective. From his viewpoint, he's right. But that doesn't mean that he's right. So the only way to know whether he's right or not is through the sutta. Because this is from Buddha, which is coming. Forget about whether it is Pali or Nepali or whatever language it is. Don't have to worry about much. Just go through it and see, oh, should I follow these steps? Yes, there. Just follow. But don't blindly follow it. Question and follow. Okay. So do like that. You get discernment. Once you get discernment, meaning discernment means you know how to take it, then it becomes easy. So you want to sit, sit. You want to stand, stand. You want to walk, you walk. But make it continuous. Sit, stand, walk. If you want in that way. Or stand, sit, walk. No. Walk, stand, and sit is the right way. Because when you walk, you get energy. And then you stand, you get that beautiful flow of energy from head to toe. Now your right spot to sit. You will not get sleep. And hence Buddha says Chankama is the right way for samadhi. Chankama means walking. He doesn't say Nisajja is the right way for samadhi at all. Nisajja means to sit. Okay, that's all I had. Any questions before we close? And tomorrow we can directly start on the meditation. Meditation, yes, it's a conventional word, but what you need to take internally is bhavana. There is no word called meditation in Pali or Buddha Dhamma is not at all about meditation. It's about bhavana, development. You develop to remove the immoral, get into moral. You develop samadhi, you develop panya, sila, samadhi, panya. It's development. Bhave tabba. Right in the Mahavedala Sutta, you can see Vijnana should be understood. Panya has to be developed. We are doing it for bhavana is development. Bhave tabba. Okay. For that, you have many traditions, including TMI, the Mind Illuminated, and many other books, helps you to establish using those approaches. He has also spoken about 5 hindrances and all that. Not that they are not good, they are good, but you need to know the entire steps, which I was presuming all of you are having it, that you know all of this, and hence I used to talk from the top. That this much you know, what else is there? Now I've come to the rock bottom, and now I'm doing it with you together. And that was a gap I found when I met Bobby and Shaniel and all that in last April. And then I was thinking, mall meditation, what's there? You can go wherever you want. Why not? Because you are supposed to do animitta. Simple. Because second one itself is Indriya Samvara. So I thought you all know how to do Indriya Samvara. And since you have gone so much of retreats, especially Bobby, he's a veteran in retreats. So I was thinking that he knows everything, what's there. And he is now on Suttas. So I thought, okay, if I tell him this Sutta and that Sutta, he should be able to get it. Then little did I realize after he said to me that, no, Vilasji, I know the Suttas. It was a turning point in this January when I met Shaniel for that whole month with Bobby. And then I felt, okay, I need to get back to basics. Thanks, Bobby. Anyway, and you are Shaniel are very key people in my life, and I always have a lot of gratitude to both of you.
No, thank you for your compassion, Vilash.
That's fine. Compassion or passion, it doesn't matter. But I really like, the way you both said, Vilasji, for others' sake, please sit. That was a best dialogue I ever heard in my life. Because I go by Chankama. I'm so clear on why Buddha says walking. Okay, and then I have to also oblige to what you say and what Shaniel was feeling, that if this guy keeps on walking, what happens to us? The teacher himself is not sitting, and then what happens? Anyway, good that I was able to sit And in Nagpur also, I was able to sit without any problems. That's what all bodhisattva do. What is it? To Buddha for Dhamma. Okay. Anyway, so now this is the basics of the basic. First, 10 immoral deeds or 5 precepts. Start with that. Don't break it. Come to Indriya Samvara. You'll face problem. So then you remove the 10 immoral deeds, especially Michaditti, the 10 things what we spoke. Okay, Nati, Dinam, Nati, Itam, Nati, Hutam, blah, blah, all that. Well, that was a turning point in my life also, because I had seen my past or my near death experience and all that. That was my searching. So I wanted to go back to the place where I had gone then in 95. That's all what I wanted in life. Okay, and when I went through this sutta, this Chunda Sutta, that was an eye opener for me, because then I knew that what I had seen was real. It was not hallucination. Because people used to say to me that you're hallucinating, because I used to get a lot of beings coming and talking to me during my school days and college days. And it used to turn white, the ceiling used to turn white. And when I read the Sutta, Mangala Sutta, Abhikantaya Ratti, Abhikantavana, it really made my, even now it is my hair stand up, because that's exactly what I've seen. And I told my mother many times, I don't know who these people are who come and talk to me. And she used to say, you act crazy. Okay. And when my uncle came in 2001, after his death, it was even more shocking that I can talk to dead people. That is my mother's brother, own brother, who lived in Mumbai. It was a weirdest, shocking experience I could have. That I turn from this side to that side, I'm sleeping next to my uncle, and I can smell the dead body. It was a shocking thing, never had happened in my life. Okay, so I knew all of this are real because it happened to me. So I wanted to know. So when I started the Sutta route, I came to know all that Buddha says is real. Nothing about whether there's next life and that life and this life, everything is true. It's there. I've seen it. I've seen it myself. That much I can be 100% sure of. So I always go by the sutta, and I go by the steps what is mentioned there in the sutta, not random, nothing random. And I have a nice roadmap. So I'm starting to show you my roadmap. Like, how do you do samatha? You just go to AN 3.102. It exactly explains what is samatha. That's it. So you don't have to guess or worry, should I watch breath or it's there in that. That's samatha. Then we go to jhanas. Not tomorrow. I think we will do this exercise for the whole of at least a week or two before we enter into jhana. So from tomorrow, I will not be talking. I'll be doing a guided meditation. Sorry to use that word meditation again, but then conventional. Okay. We'll sit for 1 hour. Again, conventional. Don't really take, we're sitting for 1 hour. Don't make it a convention to be real. And then we will go through the samvara. Then we will do Jagariyana yoga. And then you will see breath watching is consistent. Don't have to do anything. Okay, so we'll do tomorrow Indriya Samvara as a practice. So first 15-20 minutes, we'll do Indriya Samvara, guarding the sense doors. Then we do Jagariya for the next 20 minutes. So it becomes 40 minutes. And after that, you can suitably watch the breath wherever it is. but we'll only restrict to so sattva asasati, sattva passasati. That you have to follow through for the whole day. And next day when we meet, that is tomorrow is Friday, Monday when we meet, so you get 3 days, you need to share about how many hours without effort you were able to be on the breath. No effort. Absolutely no effort. Okay. Maybe Bobby can take this over to the TMI practice group if he wants, but otherwise, that's what we are going to do. And I've messaged that same thing to Shaniel. Okay, all right. If nothing else is there, no questions, no concerns, all good, clear. So let's practice from tomorrow. Tomorrow, no talking. Bobby will say, no, Bobby will not say, Shaniel will say to both of us. But actually, you don't have to do that. You learn that you can be in second jhana all the time, which becomes Arya Mauna. Actual Arya Mauna. Anyway, when you go to jhana, you'll come to see it. Okay, good then. Should we end? Okay, then let's end for today, and tomorrow, no talking. We'll directly start. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, bye, bye.